Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside. And I just want to remind you guys that my tour dates, you could go to eddepepitone.com. I'll be going to Chicago, Raleigh, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia. This is all mid-August. And then Greensboro, North Carolina, August 19th and 20th, Memphis, Tennessee, on to Macon, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. And then in September, I'll be doing San Francisco Punchline, the 22nd and 23rd, and the 24th. Eugene, Oregon, October 9th. Portland, Oregon, October 11th. Salem, Oregon, October 12th, October 13th. At Hereafter, all this with JT Habersat. I'm really doing a lot. So go to eddepepitone.com for my tour dates, and please become a Patreon member here at Apocalypse Soon. You get all kinds of nice little benefits like live clips of my stand-up that only Patreon members will have. And please also subscribe on YouTube and write reviews also. Okay, and now to the podcast, Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apocalypse Soon. And now here he is, Big Papa. Make it loud for him, Mr. Eddie Pepitone.
Apocalypse Soon! That's right! The podcast with no upside. I'm Eddie Pepitone, and we have a great show for you today. And the reason we have a great show for you all the time is because time is precious. Time is running out on the human race, particularly here in America, when they drop the dollar, when the dollar is not the world's currency anymore, which is coming when it's no longer petrodollars, then all of our empire will collapse, and especially inside America. It's already collapsing now, as you all know. And I think let's get started. I mean, that's a great way, to get into this. We don't avoid the fact that we're collapsing and that it is absolutely going to be a hell ride. And you have to laugh, you have to laugh, or go to Canada, or, I myself am thinking Belgium. I don't know why. I think a lot of people don't think to go to Brussels. Brussels sprouts are popular these days, but let's bring in our band member, not our band member, the leader of the band,
right.
Bobby and the Mephistophelians. Bob.
Hey, cash for gold, baby.
Cash for gold.
Coming true. The dollar's collapsing, but you know what doesn't collapse, Eddie? Gold and silver coins. Now, I'm telling you, I got you. I can get you in a good deal with these bad boys.
But let's say you buy gold, right? Mm-hmm. Because I never understood the whole buy gold thing, Bobby.
Yeah.
First of all, I have nowhere to put the gold. To me, you always need a big kind of place to put these. They come in bars or coins or both.
You can do bars, you can do coins, you can get nuggets,
Nuggets? You can get nuggets?
Oh, absolutely.
I love a nugget.
I love me a nugget, too. I'm a big fan.
Do the gold coins come with the dipping sauce? If they're nuggets.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You get a little barbecue in there. Okay. I'll tell you what, you say it as a joke.
I do
know
say
you
it.
like to do your comedy bits and whatnot.
I like it a little.
But, gold actually has a very nice flavor. A very nice flavor.
It does.
The metallic, and it feels good, and it interacts with the fillings, so you bite down on it, and it's, I tell you, I don't know. I like the simple things, like biting down and a piece of gold with some barbecue sauce on it.
Absolutely. I never had even gold put in my mouth by my dentist. Because my dentist, he was attached to a machine to keep him alive.
Oh.
And that's how we got him cheap. We were on a budget. Our family was on a budget.
Yes.
And so we looked up back then there was something called the Yellow Pages. You didn't Google it. You did the Yellow Pages, which were not urine soaked. A lot of people think, oh, the Yellow Pages are urine soaked.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. But anyway, so we found this dentist, and it's super cheap. And I got there, and he was hooked up to all kinds of machines he was hooked up to. He wasn't a cyborg. He just had problems breathing and walking.
Sure.
But a damn good dentist.
Oh, yeah. My sister used to go to, she actually was dating an esthetician that
What's that?
It's one of those skin kind of doctors. They're like not dermatologists, but they put makeup on you and whatnot. You know, it's a very basic certification.
Okay.
But he actually practiced out of an iron lung. He would do the anesthetize, with the esthetician, and he'd come in, your face looks beautiful, and the whole time
out of an... Yeah. Well, this guy was submerged in a vat of water, blue liquid.
Yeah.
And his hands would just come out, and he knew what to do. He knew what to do. He had those mirrors that the dentists have so he could see from, he had special vision goggles in the water, but he was great. His name was Dr. Yankowitz.
Oh, wow.
A terrific dentist.
A Jewish guy?
Yes.
Oh, I love a Jewish dentist.
I call him a Jew underwater.
That reminds me, one of my favorite things I've ever seen, and I haven't done it in a lot of years, I used to do Jews on Ice in the neighborhood back in the day, and I used to love that show. They come out, they dance in with the ice skates on and the yarmulkes, and they'd have a guy. Oh, it was beautiful. The pageantry. I love a good pageantry. And I played my horn in there for Hava Nagila and whatnot, and they'd have me come in, and I miss that kind of culture. You don't see that out here in California.
No. Well, there's a drought, so there isn't any ice. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Jews on Ice here has not really flourished lately.
They don't get it, on the West Coast. They don't understand the beauty of Jews on Ice, out here. And but hey.
We're all on ice now. I mean, we're all on ice. We know that, Bobby.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition.
That's right, baby.
We got plenty of that. All right, Bob. Great to see you. Let's bring in our producer.
Okay.
Please welcome everybody, the inimitable, the great Kevin Tinkin. Kev, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm existing on this plane of existence and enjoying the oxygen in my lungs.
Absolutely. Me and Bobby were talking about cheap doctors on the cheap.
Yes.
Doctors who were on their last legs, doctors who were kept alive in vats of blue liquid or an iron lung. And you could just, it is not that big a copay.
Well, at this point, it's like you take what you can get. You know what I mean? Like I'll complain to strangers at the supermarket about my ailments, and just to see if anybody's willing to do something about it. And I'll throw them a Starbucks gift card or whatnot.
I'll go right up to a guy in a supermarket and show him a mark on my chest. And say, "Is this cancerous?" And he'll say, "I'm just here for a cucumber. Please." And I'm like, you just come here for one cucumber? That's a lot. In L.A. it is, because you got to park.
Yeah, a little suspect.
It is suspect. Go to a small market.
Yeah.
Don't come to a big shopping.
I don't know why a guy can't just give you his opinion.
Also, as far as I can tell, it's not. Imagine that.
But that's reassuring, though.
Well,
right?
I'm not going to just sit with one guy. I'll go to another aisle.
Yeah.
And I'll ask, I'll just ask some woman. I'll go, ma'am, is this cancerous? And she'll run screaming. Then the husband comes. It's a mess. You have to be careful who you ask. But
yes,
the thing is, to get doctors with different ailments. Like I had a doctor who had no balance, so he would constantly fall. And the visits, no, I mean it. He'd be coming toward me going, all right, let me look at your blood work. And then boom, he's down. And he's like, a little help, a little help up here,
Did he used to work on like a cruise ship?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how. I think his balance was just off because he had most of his inner ear fluid stolen by a gang.
Wow.
There was a gang going around for a while that took people's inner ear fluid.
What's
you
this
know,
country
they were
coming
called.
to?
They were this weird sick gang that wanted to see people like lose their balance, so they would take different.
Sick.
It was sick and it was unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
kids, they go around, they do the knockout game. You hear about this? Mm-hmm. Where they just knock people out. Now they're still in ear fluid.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad. It's not the America that I was promised, as a child.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we have a lot of show to do. Huh?
We do have a lot of show to do.
We do have a lot of show to do. I mean, that's the thing. These shows, they get done, and then they're done. And when we do, we're doing. And we're doing the do. Yeah?
Absolutely. I've never heard it said better. I think that's the truth.
Thank you. I have been going to this. It's called Say It Better with Mel Franklin.
Oh.
It's a night school.
Yeah. Dr. Franklin.
Dr. Mel Franklin.
Yeah.
He's also got his problems. He has no elbows. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that means that there's no way he can grab, like it. They're just his arms are at his sides.
Sad.
Huh?
That's so
it's
sad.
Cheap, though. The night school, how to say things better with Mel Franklin, the no elbow doc.
And he's just walking around knocking things off of tables and.
It's not easy on the eyes.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's weird to have that smooth spot on the back where the elbow should be.
He has no elbows.
No there. Wow.
He's got what they call contiguous arm. Yeah.
Really? Man, you really figured out how to say things better.
Well, because of Mel. It's a whole. Anyway, we have a great show for you. So stick around, everybody. Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside.
And now the makers of Eau de Pepitone present a new perfume, Eau de Pepitone 2.
Have you ever woken up with a gun pointed at your head? Pepitone. And you want to smell good? Well, the makers of Eau de Pepitone have come up with a new fragrance. It's called Eau de Pepitone 2. Not un, but deux. Pepitone. It is a perfume that says, someone has a gun to my head, and I know I cannot pay my bills. The perfume, it seeps out of the darkest places of your consciousness, and everybody at the party can smell the fact that you are behind on the rent. Pepitone. Not only does the perfume let people know you were behind on the rent, it also lets people know that you have a polyp in your colon that needs to be addressed. This is the type of perfume that lays bare all of your misgivings. Once you put on Eau de Pepitone 2, no secrets anymore. You will tell everybody through the scent that's wafting in the air that you are being investigated by the IRS for avoiding taxes for many years. You will also tell everybody through your scent that you've been shadow banned from all social media because you once went into a church to try to burn the Jesus cross. With Eau de Pepitone 2, you no longer have to be the wallflower at the party. Your scent will say, failure. I am a large failure. I have no money, my car's timing belt is frayed, and my mechanic recently took his life.
Pepitone.
Eau de Pepitone, available in stores that don't have a bathroom.
Pick up your Eau de Pepitone today at Target and everywhere fine fragrances are sold. And now, the blue-collar choreographer.
What are you doing? Are you dancing? Or are you just, I don't know, swimming in your own shit? Let's go here. All right, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. No, Al, you hop over Betty right there. Al, you're supposed to, gracefully. Hey, Al, just come over here for 1 second. You want your foot broken, you fuck? All right? Now, if you're going to be in this company, all right, we are the Strawberry Cupcake Dance Company. Now, if you're going to be part of the Strawberry Cupcakes, then you're going to do what I fucking tell you, or I'm going to take a 2x4 to your foot! All right, sorry about that. Let's all get back. I just had to give Al a lay of the land here. All right, everybody backpedal. What are you doing, Delar? And Ron, why did you fumble? Ron, I said backpedal. Are you high? Ron? Hold on, everybody. I want to see something. Ron, put your finger on your nose and do an impression of Ray Charles opening a can of whoop ass on somebody. I'm kidding. That's a crazy impersonation that nobody can do. But are you high? Let me ask you something, Ron. Are you high? All right, you're not. That's all I wanted to know. All right, everybody, backpedal, and now let's do like swans. We're all swans. We're all flying like swans. There's a lot of pollution in the air. You know what it's like by the bread factory. And by bread factory, I mean the factory that's fucking closed down. That fucking factory. Sorry, I didn't mean my political views to get into the choreography here. Up and down, Bobby, up and down, back and forth, one to the left, one to the right. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore because I feel like you people don't know how to fucking dance. And I gotta tell you, I got into dance because I thought there was real money in it. And it has given me nothing. I used to choreography things for Philobulus and fucking Alvin Ailey and Twyla Tharp. And you know what it got me? A bad goddamn arch. All right, we'll see you tomorrow at noon.
Thanks for joining us for the Blue Collar Choreographer. In a debt-ridden America, banks have now contracted killers to kill those severely in debt. And now we go to a car wash that kills the debt-ridden.
All right, sir. Yeah, just when you go through the car wash, I want you to stay in the car. Why do you want me to stay in the car? You're debt-ridden. Okay, Wells Fargo hires us out to take care of people who obviously can't pay their credit card bills. What does that have to do with getting my car washed? Just get in the car and stay in it. Lock the door, but keep the windows rolled down. Well, then I'm going to get wet. You're going to get more than that, all right? You're going to get what's coming to you. My name is Al Frankie Stevens. What kind of name is that? I don't know. We were in Lithuania for a while, my relatives, and then we migrated. Like a bird? Shut up, asshole. You get in your car. Wells Fargo has contracted out this car wash to kill people who are trying to pay off 25% interest on their card. And you've made no progress on your 14 grand in debt in 3 years. So get in the car. Huh? Please, I have a family. Yeah, you should have thought of that when you took out the goddamn card. And you had nothing but fun, didn't you? Oh, I did for a while. Get in the car! All right. All right, I'm in the car. All right, you're going to go through the car wash. And what's going to kill you is the brushes that usually clean the car. The brushes will come and just brush you to death. Brush me to death? I don't want to go like that. Why? People like getting brushed. In this case, it's going to be horrific. That's what I mean. You know, can I get some kind of last meal or something? Can I go across the street and get a burger with fries? You know how bad that shit is for you, sir? Were you starting to do my own voice? Look, don't fuck with me, okay? I do sometimes fall into other people's voices because I'm empathetic. You told me you had kids. I was just kidding. What? You're lying to me about having children? What kind of man are you? I'm a man who's in constant $14,000 to $15,000 in debt. And because of the interest, I'm going to get killed in a car wash. Very good! You just explain your situation perfectly. And we're a car... Get in the car! I told you I was in the car before. All right, I forgot. Get in the car. I'm a Wells Fargo contractor. And we're going to brush you to death. And we're also going to wax you. Brazilian? Oh, you're a real card. Huh? Yeah, I know. All right. Here we go. Now put it in neutral. I hate when you guys say that. What? You always say put it in neutral. Yeah, well, we have to... Just put it in neutral. I'm not going to explain to you the vagaries of the car wash. Okay, here we go. The brushes! All right. Hey, Steve, the guy's dead. Yeah, all right. Let me call Wells Fargo. That's another, $1.50 in our account for that. Hey, Bob, I don't know if I want to work here. I thought we were just going to be washing cars. Nope. We're contracted out by Wells Fargo, which, by the way, is a damn good company. I mean, yeah, they opened up accounts without people knowing it in their names, and, they're scum, but you know what? For $1.50 a person that we have to kill who can't get out of debt, what the hell?
And thanks for joining us for a car wash that kills people severely in debt. Brought to you by Wells Fargo. No credit, no problem. And now, Eau de Pepitone presents another episode of The Desperate Salesman.
Yeah, folks, if you could come... Yeah. What do you do? Folks, the television's over here. The big screen TV's over here. Yeah. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Yeah. All right, so this baby, it's HD. It hangs easily. Wait, folks, where are you going? Come on. Please, don't walk away from me. You said you wanted to look at HD TVs. Come on. Oh, thank you for coming back. Yeah. Now, this one, you could hook up any it's Bluetooth. You could listen to the sound. I have so many goddamn problems. Yes, I'm going to get to the TV, but I just want to tell you that I need money.
I need money and I need you to buy this fucking HD TV, and I can tell already that you're not gonna buy it. So many people come in here to buy things and then they don't buy it because they're full of shit. They're looking around and you don't have the money, and I can tell by your clothes. I can tell, there's tells. It's like a poker game. You aren't gonna buy shit, and I'm gonna go home. And I'm going to have to look my family in the face and go, there's nothing to eat again. Yeah, go keep walking away from me.
And thank you for joining us for another episode of The Desperate Salesman. And now a man pretending there's someone else on the other line of a walkie-talkie.
This is 2-4. This is 2-4. Hey, Al, are you there? We're in the middle of the shit here in war. Hello? Copy, check. Are you there, Al? Al, it's Brigadier Commander Pepitone. Are you there, Al? Copy, check. Copy, check. 10-4, Al. Al, someone pick up. We're in the middle of this shit. I've never been like this before. Someone pick up. My life, I need to have my life to have meaning. I need to have meaning in my life. Someone pick up. God damn it. Are you guys dead? Is that why I can't get you on the walkie? Someone pick up. I don't want to face the fact that I'm just in my basement here in Queens, New York. Someone pick up. I don't want to face the fact that I couldn't make anything out of myself, a combination of the economy being horrible and me being lazy. Someone pick up. I mean, I can't be talking to myself. I'm not crazy. I'm on 200 milligrams of Zoloft. And sure, it feels good. It feels good when I'm eating something that feels good, like a Moki ice cream. Pick up somebody. Al, are you there? Brigadier, this is Brigadier Pepitone in the middle. All right, I'm in my basement. I'm in my mother's basement, all right? Pick it up. Al, are you there? Are you guys in the shit? I'm in my mother's basement, living a life that's fucked. Living a life that I have to get on the streets and protest if I'm going to make anything out of myself. I've fallen victim to capitalism, late stages capitalism, where they turn everybody against each other and, you know, everybody's a commodity. Pick up somebody. I'm in my mother's basement pretending.
And thanks for joining us for A Man Pretending There's Somebody on the Other Side of a Walkie-talkie. And now, relax your body and ease your mind on Guided Meditation with Eddie Pepitone.
All right, everybody. All right, welcome to another guided meditation. Okay, I know everybody is here to let go and let God and let me show you the way. So what I want you to do, hopefully you all have on light-fitting clothing, and even if you're smoking a cigar, I would hope it's light, a light cigar, like a very mild Macanudo, a mild Churchill. If you're not a cigar smoker, you're probably too into yoga and Eastern practices, because we always have to balance all of our letting go and letting God with vices. You have to have some vices to do meditation or yoga or Tai Chi properly. You need to have cigar vices. You need to have alcohol vices. Anyway, let's breathe. Here we go with your first in-breath. I want you to feel the fact that decay, chaos, and violence are right at your doorstep right now. Here we are in the late stages, the last stage of capitalism, the final stage of capitalism. So take in the chaos, the decay, the violence. Know that it's knocking on your door. If you haven't been a victim of it already, and I want you to keep breathing this in, then you will be a victim of it soon, because more and more of us are becoming poverty-stricken, and with poverty comes violence. Breathe that in. Breathe that in. Okay, hopefully again, you're in light-fitting clothing with the cigar. You could be eating a pudding right now or cake while you're doing meditation. A lot of meditators don't let you eat cake or pudding or smoke a cigar while you're meditating. I am not of that mind. Now, with your out-breath, I want you to breathe out all of the hope and all of the optimism that you may have had, and know that that is false. Optimism and hope are false. They are just products of a feel-good self-help industry. So breathe that out and know in your heart and your soul that you are going to die violently. Breathe that out. Really let that out. Oh, okay. And now, with your next in-breath, I want you to really breathe in the fact that all of this infrastructure, and I'm not only talking about roads and bridges, and healthcare. We obviously have no healthcare system. 1 million people have died in this country of COVID, and that could have been prevented, and it was mostly people who didn't have money. Breathe that in, that you are now becoming one of these people who don't have money, and the Democrats will tell you that they care, and you know they don't. The Republicans want you dead, you know that. The thing is, the Democrats want you dead too, and you need to start a third party, but how do you have any energy for that when you're barely eating? So breathe that in, breathe that in. Breathe it in that you know no one is there to support you in this country, except perhaps some nice people you've met in the grocery store. And now I want you to breathe out all of the things that you have breathed in with me. So all of those things that you have breathed in, all of that knowledge that you know with every cell of your body, breathe it out and try to pretend that your life is good. Try to pretend that your life is good, while all the while knowing that it's like getting cut with a razor on a subway by a lunatic. Just breathe that out. Oh, I am so glad you have come to my meditation today. Keep breathing, but know that you will stop soon.
Thanks for joining us for Guided Meditation with Eau de Pepitone.
And now checking in on Al and Margaret, a couple living inside Eddie Pepitone's head.
Margaret? Margaret, are you up? Yes, Al, I'm up. All right, I didn't think you were up. Al, when my eyes are wide open, and you see my eyes are wide open, and I'm breathing, that means I'm up. Look, Margaret, a lot of people who die have their eyes wide open. Al, if I'm breathing, though, that's the other element of it. Look, Margaret, I thought maybe you died of fright in the middle of the night. What do I know? What do I know? Al, by the way, Margaret, you sound very much like me today, even more so than other times. Al, will you just stop it? Of course I sound like you. Look, Al, we've been together so long, and you're saying I sound like you more than ever. Look, Margaret, by the way, don't tell me that I don't, I care about you. That's why I'm concerned when your eyes are open like that. Al, did you ever see the movie Eyes Wide Shut? Yes, I saw the movie Eyes Wide Shut, Margaret. How about, did you ever see the movie Tenet? Tenet? You mean the one Christopher Nolan where, they're fighting with their past selves, like their future selves and their past selves meet in some kind of tunnel. Al, it's science fiction, and Christopher Nolan is playing with the past and the present and the future, and he's very good. Okay, but how does that relate to Eyes Wide Shut? By the way, Al, you're right. You're right. We really do sound similar today. Look, Margaret, when I brought that up, you shot me down just like, someone getting shot down in the movie 1917. Again, I think that was Christopher Nolan. Did he do that? Are you talking about Dunkirk or 1917? Look, Margaret, I'm just trying to make conversation with you. I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead this morning because, Al, sometimes I lay in bed with my eyes wide open and I like to think. I like to think what might have been. What do you mean what might have been? Are you telling me you're not happy? Al, look, I never, I always thought, look, Al, I love you. Margaret, please complete a sentence. Please complete a sentence, Margaret. Al, don't you start. Okay, I'm feeling emotional. Why are you feeling emotional, Margaret? Because you sound so much like me. Look, Margaret, we've talked about this before. We are one person with two voices inside Eddie Pepitone's head, and we're both having trouble reconciling that. Al, if we really believe that, then we're not going to be together. Margaret, please, I do want to be together with you. There's got to be a way where we can live truthful lives. Did you say lives? Margaret, don't start correcting my grammar. There's got to be a way where we can be authentically two separate voices out of Eddie Pepitone's head, yet we're separately in love with each other and we have a separate life. Oh, wow, you're such a romantic that you want to fight through Eddie's schizophrenia and get together. Do you want to go to a shop? Do you want to go to a sock hop or a malt shop? Do you, Al? Oh, Margaret, why are you making 50s references now? Al, first of all, I hate that. The reason I'm feeling emotional this morning is because you thought I was dead. Margaret, not only are you dead, but I'm dead too. We're just voices. But Al, dead people don't talk to each other like this. Dead people, you know what dead people sound like? They sound like this. Ready? Okay, I'm waiting. They sound like this. This is what dead people sound like, Al. Go ahead, Margaret. They sound like this. Are you making the point that there's no sound with dead people? Yes. Yes, Al. It's one of my best impersonations. Margaret, don't start with you should have got into show business again. Okay? Don't you start that show business crap. Oh, Al. 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 Oh, there you go. Now you're sounding like yourself. Oh, Al, I'm so glad that you're in my life. Margaret, I am too. Now listen. This is what I'm thinking. We have to kill Eddie, and then we can see if we exist. Al, there is no way I am killing our host. Margaret, are you saying we're parasites? That we're some kind of virus? That we live in a science fiction movie? Al, let's just hold each other. All right, but this is definitely to be continued. I know. Just hold me, Al.
Thanks for joining us for Checking In with Al and Margaret, a couple living inside Eddie Pepitone's head.
Hey everybody, that's our show, and thank you for listening to Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside. I think you know that. We just want to remind you, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please write an email. Where can they write an email to us?
EddiePepPodcast@gmail.com.
Okay, yeah, we want some real emails. I'm getting a lot of emails asking, saying, do you want a larger penis? Mm-hmm. Do you want a larger nose? Mm-hmm. Do you want a large intestine? It's just weird.
It's very
spam email.
There's a lot of sex stuff in the spam, and it's uncomfortable. We go in there anticipating that we're going to see fans saying, thank you for the show. We love it, which we get that periodically. But it's mostly like, do you want a bigger hog? And then they'll have a picture of a pill or whatever. It's
oh, God.
It's
all right.
hard.
So, please do that. Become a Patreon member. You get all kinds of nice little benefits. And what else, Kev, can we tell the folks here at...
You can follow us on all social media. We're out there. So make sure, look up Eddie Pepitone and all that good stuff. And
EddiePepitone.com is the mothership.
Yes. Yeah. There's everything on there. All the comedy dates, all your show dates are out there and everything. And if you enjoy the podcast, do everything you can to support us. It means the world to us, and it really helps us keep going and keep motivated and keep talking about the end of the world with a smile on our face.
Thanks, folks. We'll see you next time on Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside.